And thank you for joining me for the power of a visionary leader. If you don't know me, my name is Bedford-Flood. I am a leadership coach and peer advisory facilitator, and I help leaders achieve better results, grow their companies faster, and maximize their impact as a leader. If you are ready to learn about visionary leadership, put leader in the chat. We are going to start with an introduction to visionary leadership, and we're going to define what that means. Visionary leadership is a management style that's characterized by a leader's ability to envision possibilities and future trends and inspire and guide their organization towards new horizons. This type of leadership involves more than just setting long-term goals. It encompasses the leader's ability to innovate, think creatively, and take strategic risk to achieve breakthroughs that drive their organizations forward. Visionary leaders have the unique ability to look beyond the current state of affairs and anticipate future challenges and opportunities and plan accordingly. This is a special gift that leaders have. If you are a visionary leader, not everyone is a visionary leader. And visionary leaders possess the charisma and communication skills necessary to articulate their vision in a compelling manner that inspires and motivates others to follow. They inspire and motivate their team. Visionary leaders push the boundaries of what is possible, and they're open to new ideas and approaches and learn from their failures. If you haven't failed as a leader, you haven't lived yet. I've had many failures during my many years as a CEO, 27 years as a CEO. So it's understanding that progress requires taking calculated risk. And visionary leaders aren't afraid to make those bold decisions that deviate from the norm. If you see yourself as a visionary leader, put leader in the chat. I'm going to explain to you why being a visionary leader is crucial in today's world. So, and it's leadership is more important now. Visionary leadership is more important now than it has ever been. You need to be able to navigate changes. The modern business environment is characterized by rapid technological advancements, shifting market dynamics, and evolving consumer expectations. And in order to be a visionary leader, you need to be able to anticipate and navigate these changes and ensure that your organization not only strives, but survives and thrives during the face of disruptions. I can't emphasize this enough, that there are so many changes in the world of leadership these days, and you need to be able to see what is coming. If you can't foresee that, you can't prepare for it. And with the constant threat of technological process, organizations must innovate in order to remain competitive. And visionary leaders can foster a culture and creativity and innovation and encourage their team to explore new ideas and solutions that can lead to breakthroughs, such as their products and services and business models. Get your team on board. Be that visionary leader that pulls your team into that circle and can figure out ways to adapt. Consumers today demand not only high quality products and services, but they also expect businesses to be socially responsible and transparent. And in order to, leaders must have that visionary approach and be better equipped to meet these expectations. And building brand loyalty and trust through ethical practices and engagements with social issues is very important. A visionary leader also needs to think about crisis management and resilience. In times of crisis, such as an economic downturn, 2008, or a global pandemic, COVID-19, visionary leaders need to show resilience and have the ability to guide their organization through uncertainty. You need to be a forward thinker, think forward on looking at approaches and adaptability that can help identify opportunities during challenging times to ensure, again, that your organization is set for survival and growth. Having that vision and being prepared for such crises is extremely important. And if you're not ready for that, your company could fail. You may not be there tomorrow. We look at some of the companies that I deal with on a day-to-day basis that were not prepared for the COVID-19 pandemic. And they didn't think about what's going to happen on a rainy day. How are we going to survive if something were to happen that could possibly put our company out of business? And I think a lot of organizations really learned a lot from that crisis, but there were a lot of companies that didn't get the opportunity to survive because they were not ready. They were not ready for something like that. They didn't have the vision or the idea to prepare for the what ifs. So if that's something that you don't have and you are ready to commit to becoming the leader of your organization, but you're unsure on how to do that, reach out to me and we can schedule a call to discuss further ways for you to prepare for this. You don't want something to happen before you end up having a vision. So let me start with sharing some examples that illustrate visionary leadership. These are some of my favorite examples. And the first one is Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. We all know who that is. He was very instrumental in revolutionizing several industries, including, obviously, personal computing, animated movies, music, phones, tablets, and digital publishing. And his vision of creating user-friendly, beautifully designed products led to innovations like the iPhone, the iPad, the iPod, fundamentally changing the way that people communicate, the way people work, and entertainment, and the way that they entertain themselves. And Jobs' ability to foresee and shape the future of consumer desires, coupled with his relentless pursuit of perfection, exemplifies visionary leadership. And then we have Elon Musk. Again, we all know who Elon Musk is. Elon Musk has pursued ambitious visions in multiple industries. And at Tesla, he accelerated the world's transition to sustainable energy with electric vehicles and energy storage solutions. And then my next favorite, actually, this one might be my number one favorite, is Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon.com. If you don't know who Amazon is, you've been living under a rock and you need to Google it. But Amazon.com, he had a vision of creating the world's most customer-centric company. He transformed the way people shop. He went from the beginnings of being an online bookstore to becoming a global e-commerce and cloud computing giant under his leadership. His vision extended to areas such as cloud computing with Amazon Web Services, which now is the leader of the computing industry. Bezos exemplified, and still, in my opinion, exemplifies visionary leadership. He is constantly looking towards the future and taking calculated risk and innovation across industries, as well as Elon Musk. He too continues to innovate. So what are some of the characteristics of a visionary leader? A visionary leader is someone that is a forward thinker, they're innovative, they're risk takers, and they're inspirational. And visionary leaders are passionate. They are deeply committed to their vision, and their passion fuels their determination and drives them to pursue their goals relentlessly. So use other traits that are part of being a visionary leader is decisive. While visionary leaders are open to ideas and input, they are also very decisive. They're not indecisive. They know what they want. And once they have all the information they need, they make decisions confidently and they take action to move those visions forward. They're strategic thinkers. They're strategic thinkers who can not only dream big, but also plan effectively. And they understand the steps that are required to turn their vision into reality and adapt at navigating the complexities that's involved. The characteristics enable visionary leaders to inspire change, engage their teams, and lead their organizations to new heights. The impact of visionary leadership, excuse me, leaders are all about influencing their teams and organizations. And visionary leaders can have profound and far-reaching impact on their organizations, the industries, and society. They drive significant transformation within their organizations, steering them into new markets, new products, and operational paradigms. Their forward-looking approach and willingness to embrace change often results in substantial organizational growth and the establishment of competitive advantages that are difficult for others to replicate. By fostering an environment that values risk-taking and creativity, visionary leaders encourage innovation. This culture of innovation can lead to the development of groundbreaking products, services, and processes, pushing the boundaries of what's possible and often setting new trends within their industry. The inspirational nature of a visionary leader can significantly boost employee morale, motivation, and engagement. When team members feel that visionary leadership in their organization, they buy into the compelling vision and they see their work as contributing to something greater. They're more likely to be committed and they put in extra effort and demonstrate higher levels of job satisfaction. Organizations that are led by visionary leaders often attract that top talent. I know personally that there are several people in my family that work for Amazon. They wanted to go to work for Amazon. They saw the vision of Amazon, and it wasn't just about the financial benefit that they got from Amazon, but they knew they were a part of something bigger. And that is what fulfilled them. And they love working there. I've not ever had a conversation with anyone that did not work there, that did not love working for Amazon. High-performing individuals are drawn to these types of environments where they can contribute to meaningful work and innovation. The dynamic and supportive culture fostered by visionary leaders help retain this talent and reduce the turnover cost by fostering a pool of experienced and dedicated employees. They are sometimes, quote unquote, married to the organization. The long-term impact of innovation and success of visionary leadership is profound. It's multifaceted, shaping not only the immediate future of an organization, but also its sustainability and relevance in the years to come. A visionary leader fosters a culture that values creativity, experimentation, and risk-taking, essential for continuous innovation. The culture encourages their employees to think outside of the box and pursue new ideas without fear of failure, leading to groundbreaking innovations that can redefine industries. Over time, this culture becomes a self-sustaining engine for innovation, attracting like-minded individuals and reinforcing the organization's innovation capacity. By focusing on these long-term goals and not just the immediate gains, visionary leaders invest in innovations that may not pay off immediately, but are crucial for future success. There are many leaders in the past that have not seen that instant gain, but they've seen the gain in the future. They know they've made an impact and they're going to see that gain in the future. This includes investing in research and development and exploring new markets or developing new business models that they know are going to innovate their industry. These investments lay the groundwork for sustained growth and ensure that the organization remains relevant as the markets evolve. So visionary leaders inspire others within the organization to adopt a forward-thinking perspective, creating a legacy of leadership that can sustain the organization's success beyond the tenure of any single leader. This ensures a pipeline of leaders who are equipped to navigate future challenges and continue to drive that innovation. So how can you cultivate visionary leadership? Continuously learn about your industry, your adjacent fields, and the global trends. Make sure that you are constantly reading and keeping up to date on what is going on, not just in your industry, but other fields and what's going on globally. Because if something is happening overseas, it may take a year or two to come around to the US, but it will happen. There's no doubt about it. It goes in a circle. That's just the way that it is. So make sure that you're constantly reading and staying up to date. You're attending workshops and engage with thought leaders to broaden your understanding of what's going on in the world. Reach out, be curious, and seek the understanding and the why behind the current trends. Make sure that you're networking and collaborating, that you're building a diverse network of contacts across different industries and professions. Collaborating with others can provide new insight and open up resources and support your growth, not just your personal growth and professional growth, but the company growth itself. Embrace the risk. As a leader, we take calculated risk, and it is necessary in order to achieve that breakthrough of innovations. Learn to analyze these risks intelligently, weighing the potential benefits and cost against the consequences. Keep that in mind as you're visioning things, as you're taking these calculated risks. What is it going to cost you, but what are you going to get out of it? Practical strategic thinking. Make sure that you regularly set aside time to reflect on the long-term goals and the strategies that you're employing to achieve them. Consider how your current actions align with these objectives. Engage in scenario planning and use strategic framework to guide your decision-making process. Engage these scenarios with your team, with your leadership team, with your board of directors, or even just people within your organization. Develop your visionary trait is a journey that requires dedication. It requires self-awareness and a willingness to push beyond your comfort zone. Sometimes we have to push ourselves past our comfort zone. And by focusing on these areas, we can enhance individuals' leadership capabilities and move them closer to becoming visionary leaders in their field or in your organization. So again, making sure that you have that leader, that you are that leader that is thinking forward. You have to be the heart and the soul of your organization. You are the one that's got the ideas to move that company forward, and it's going to be up to you to constantly make sure that you're looking at that plan, that you're looking at your long-term goals, that you're looking at your strategic thinking and how you're moving your company forward, and adjust it if you need to adjust it. I know personally that as I set my goals for the year, that as I get halfway through the year, sometimes I'm having to readjust those goals. Maybe I'm not going in the direction that I had hoped that I would go. But visionary leaders are always changing their path. They're coming up with different ways to be strategic in their planning. And this is something that you need to make sure that you're doing, that you're constantly looking at those goals. Where is your company going? Where is it heading now, and where do you want it to go? So make sure that you are being that strategic leader that's taken your organization not just to its goals, but beyond its goals. Keep your eyes open to the trends that are happening, again, within not just your industry, but other industries, and what's going on globally, because what goes around comes around. And so if something is going on, if there's a trend that is happening on the other side of the world, again, it might take a year or two for it to get here, but it will get here. We see it all the time. I talk to leaders every day, and I hear a lot about what trends are happening internationally that they're expecting to come into the US within the next year or two. So make sure that you're always staying on top of your game if you want your company to grow, if you want to be that leader that your team is relying on to help take your business to the next level. I do want to thank you for joining me today. I always want to respect your time. I try to keep these as short as possible because I know people are very limited on time, but I also want to make sure that you're getting value out of these events. And so again, I want to thank you for joining me today. The journey to leadership excellence is both challenging and it is rewarding. It is very rewarding. And as leaders, our decisions not only shape our organizations, but also defines the future of those that we lead. And my mission is to empower you with the insight, strategies, and support needed to navigate the journey with confidence and integrity. And if you want to learn more about how we can do that together, please feel free to reach out to me to schedule a consultation, whether it's a 15-minute call, a 45-minute call, whatever it takes, I am there for you. So again, thank you for joining me. Have a great day, and I will see you all soon. Join us next week for, I will have Lori Reynolds Soliday on with me. She is with ProSource Staffing. She is the manager of ProSource Staffing. We will be talking recruiting, what is going on in the economy, and just a number of things. So join us next Tuesday, March 12th, I believe, at 10 a.m., same place, same time, and I will see you then.